During the siege on Waco, a psychologist named Bruce Perry realized that David Koresh prophesied to his people that government forces raiding the compound was a sign of the apocalypse. This caused the adults and children to believe that anyone who came to help them were a force of evil that shouldn't be trusted. This belief is what caused the standoff at Waco. Misunderstanding this psychology is what led to the disaster. This is why, as much fun as it is to celebrate these Trump indictments, it's worth taking a moment to understand what this means to his supporters. It does not matter what these indictments are or how many he receives, because 30% of the country shares the psychology of the Branch Davidians. I know it's cliche to say that MAGA is a cult, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's worse. What enabled the Branch Davidians to follow Koresh is an authoritarian psychology. They wholeheartedly believed they were righteous in the eyes of God and patriotic warriors for liberty. But paradoxically, they followed every order from Koresh, giving up their own rights to the point they even gave up their own wives and children to be abused by him. A hallmark of authoritarian psychology that allowed them to do this is a defense mechanism known as compartmentalization. This is where, rather than integrate or adapt their thinking when presented with new ideas, authoritarians just put the new conflicting information into a separate box. They hold the two ideas in their minds separately without acknowledging the contradictions. And the more they do this, the more black and white their thinking becomes, allowing them to justify just about anything in the name of their beliefs. This is how people can be warriors for free speech, but then ban kneeling in books. This is how they can scream about parental rights while stripping parental rights. This is how they can say they're patriots who support the Constitution while using the flag to beat and destroy everything the Constitution stands for. And this is how they can support a person who claims to be for law and order who has no respect for law and order. It's really easy to just call this simple hypocrisy, but it's not. It's a psychology that values hierarchy and authority as a form of deliverance. It won't matter if Trump lied, sold secrets, or if he's Putin in an orange skin mask. Trump is their protector, and he prophesied that the government would come for him, and the government would come for them and their rights next. He's already given them a box for them to compartmentalize this new information. And the right-wing media is already making sure that people hold to that psychology. That psychology caused the Branch Davidians to allow themselves and their own children to be burned alive in allegiance to one man's ideas. After Waco, the right inflaming that same psychology in others led to this. The question right now is how hard will the right compartmentalize before they realize the box they're putting themselves in is ticking?